Oh, hello, people. My name is Kale Boss. The only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama media, Texas, you drew ho. Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it. Fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Today is another beautiful, exciting moment right here in the studios of Sammy Flex TV, and we are back again. We're doing it like nobody's business. MC Berryman seated with my boss, Patron, Entertainment Mu, Captain, Entertainment Mu Ronaldinho, Entertainment Mu Conchon. Baby, I will be our Giabosu Kukuche. As you see, yes, also the management never count any be answering Concorda. Entertainment, no. Rubian Kadem, son of a sort today. All right, so it's another beautiful conversation we are going to have here on Sammy Flex Speaks, and on table with me, like I said earlier on, the boss is already seated. But Sammy, Bibia Bokodie.
Life is really treating us good. I think what we have to do is how to manage the time well, because it looks like now the responsibilities are doubling up, and if you are not careful, you rather end up not doing much, because you wake up and your hand is full.
Yeah.
You don't know which one to tackle first. So if you are not careful, instead of you going straight tackle this, cleaning it up, putting it down, moving on, you'll be tackling small, and you've not done anything. I'm sure now that is one thing that I'm trying to fight against, so that when I wake up, I know my stuff, everything is well arranged. Killing them one after the other. It has been good so far. Okay. So I just have to be conscious more that when I wake up, I know I have some Flex TV to take care of. I have other managerial duties to take care of at Shatta movement, and maybe other sometimes family relations here and there. All those things are a part of it, because no matter what, if you are not careful, you lack somewhere, and you might be shining at another place, but then you'll be lacking somewhere. But apart from that, it's good. We also pray that the returns become big. You see that thing?
The way I'll come, mama, say, yeah, it should come. It should come. It should come. It should come.
Come by, bam.
I know, dear. That powerful kakrakasa like
bam,
that. The US, yes, also say the same pieball, and they are one day, so the
the physical one. We are doing the physical one, so we pray for the spiritual one.
All right, so this is a piece of advice from the camps of Sammy Flex TV, as well as a movement manager or no Enakasano. We know free, baby, Sammy Flex TV. Yeah. So let me tell you this thing: if you haven't subscribed yet, it is very, very important to us. Do well to subscribe. When you get this content, please do well to share to your family, friends, everyone. Will be answering Canadian. The entertainment fraternity. Let's say thank you to Currency the Digital Rasta, Richie Flex, and the gurus behind it. They are the main men, making sure this content is always looking dapper, doper, and fresh. Brasame,
yep.
Me intro a question with Mao before I bet to us. you share footballers and musicians, and then me online, and I saw this, argument. Footballers and musicians. One man out here, like, well, popularly known, pa.
I think it depends on where you are having this conversation. There are some people who are football lovers and they know every personality in the footballing world. Especially most of you guys following the EPL and those.
Yeah.
Every figure you put on the screen, they know this is Hazard. Haaland, my friends saying.
Your Hazard, then Hazard, and your Haaland.
Okay, this is this, that. Me, I don't know most of them. I think it's in recent times that I'm beginning to know most of them. And, the more I start to chase them, I begin to love them. For some time.
Why are you now chasing them?
Because currency them introduced me to bet.
What is the wolf here?
They introduced me to bet and Nigeria chopped me. They make Nigeria chop me. I'm vexed. So now, and of course, I think that the key thing is not the introduction to betting, but the fact that now I don't do the CTV. So in the evening when they are doing
they're playing the football,
I'm able to watch, and I enjoy. When you're watching the B, I'm always able to watch. DSTV is on all the time. I'm able to watch. I'm sure that is how come I'm getting to know them.
Okay.
So I'm getting to know some of them, but. There are some people who would also be in the other end, and they wouldn't know maybe the other guys at the football in the world. But there is something good. What is good is that music is more universal than football. If you ask me, because for music, you might not need to be a follower of the music to know who is doing what. There are some people, if you go out there and you ask them to sing a Shatta Wale song, they wouldn't be able to sing it. But when you ask, do they know Shatta Wale? They'll say, oh yes, we know him. I'm sure they might be able to spot his image be somewhere. But maybe let's put someone like Kudus. Kudus picture out and go out there for some people to identify him. You struggle. Put a Kudus photo here, put a Shatta Wale photo here. Random people. You get more people identifying Shatta Wale more than identifying Kudus. You get only those in the footballing world to identify Kudus easier. But for music, the person could even be a pastor. The person could be a medical doctor. The person could be a lawyer. For music, because it has been happening, they go to parties, they are playing it, funerals, they are playing it. But football, you have to go to a certain zone to get football information. So I musicians' popularity, they might outnumber footballers' popularity. I think in the past, Maradona and all those people played some world-class football. But if you put a Michael Jackson here, and you put any of those guys here, I think Michael Jackson's popularity
will definitely top up
cuts across all over. Those people might not be anywhere like that. So
okay, all right.
It's like that.
Okay, I love that explanation. That you just reminded me of our brothers. I mean, the eagle falling in waters yesterday, which was something we weren't expecting.
Nigeria losing, personally, I never expected it. That's why even my bet was for them, or my bet was on them. I actually thought Nigeria was going to win, and unfortunately, it ended elsewhere. So let's say better luck next time. I still think they did well.
They did well.
I still think they did well because when the tournament started, despite the fact that in the group stages they were okay, they were still not tipped as one of the top teams. Nigeria, people thought, oh, this time Nigeria did not have a team. Just like Ghana. Unfortunately, they not having a team, they still did well with the little they had. But we did not have a team like that, and we couldn't do well with the little we had. So I think Nigeria did well, but not winning the cup, I know has also pained them a lot because when they got to the final stage, I think they thought they were done with.
Especially scoring even the first goal was something else.
I thought Ivory Coast did not have a chance before Nigeria, but unfortunately, it did not go the way man wanted. They say man proposes, but God opposes.
Okay, all right. Whichever way it is, thank you very much, Brother Sammy, on that note. And to my Nigerian brothers and sisters out there, we are all in this together. We're expecting that you guys were going to win, but whichever way it is football. Anything comes for a reason. Second position is not bad at all. It's better than some of them. some of them that went and then came back, even not around 16 round. We will get there.
Yeah, very fine.
Maybe I'll be fine. Now, Brasami,
Yep.
on today's conversation, I
Okay.
saw something on Ghana Web, which, let's say, comprises of Ghana entertainment, which is the comedy aspect, and music side. I have this favorite comedian in Ghana here,
Yeah.
Lekzy the comic,
Yeah.
which I've worked with him a couple of times, and I've felt him, not his stagecraft alone, like sitting with him personally, you feel the funny side of him.
Okay.
This guy is born a comedian. He's very, very good, and he's lamented on, some issue around, or let's say revolving music artists coming into comedy.
Okay.
There was a question that was, posed to him straight. Is Shatta Wale a comedian? This is his response. Let's go watch this video. When we come back, we will do more because Shatta Wale Movement's manager is right here with us.
Is Shatta Wale a comedian?
This question here.
Yeah, he is.
Have you accepted
you guys
him?
accepted him?
Oh, no,
We don't even have to accept him. From far, we can tell he's a comedian.
He's a proper comedian.
We are just waiting for the moment where he would say, okay, final. Well, I plan on putting him on my show one of these days.
Oh, nice.
If not actually doing stand-up comedy, probably hosting the show for me.
Okay.
I've already spoken to his manager, so if he's doing the watching, one of these days I'll pass by our house or the office, so that we can finalize the conversation and see how best works. Because in other parts of the world, especially Nigeria, what they did was they tried to use music as another form of elevation to let attention come on their industry. So a basketball doing a show and put a whiskey on or all that. So sometimes music becomes like a spice to the whole thing. And with him, he has extra, his good sense of humor. Yeah. So when you have him on your show, someone like Kofi Kenata, Kofi Kenata too is very funny.
Very funny.
Which I think he will also be great on a comedy show doing maybe a 10 minutes monologue. Papi Kojo. Papi
You're
Kojo
choosing
too.
the right guys. You're choosing the right guys.
Kubolo. Kubolo too is very funny. This guy, this man, this legend, Reggie Rockstone.
Reggie Rockstone.
Reggie
Very
Rockstone
funny,
is very
very
funny.
Very funny.
You cannot sit with Reggie within 5 to 10 minutes without him dropping a bar or two for you to like crack up. So I think these are all few people that as time goes on, we might have them join us. My last comedy show I did, I had Captain Smart come through. People didn't know he has a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
He emceed my show and he was able to drop a few jokes in there. People laughed.
Okay, so this is Lekzy the comic, MX24.
Okay.
Let's shout them out for giving us this content. Brasame,
Yeah.
being a part, or let's generalize this whole thing. Shatta Wale, a lot know him around his comedy side. He's very, very good. Sometimes the way his utterances, the way he does his things, you could see that full comedy. Would you advise, as a manager, that, Shatta, one of the things that you've been doing, people have been laughing around it. Can we also venture or even tiptoe into this comedy side with our music thing?
This is a big one.
Yeah.
This is a big one. It is a very big
And
one.
I'm very, very glad and happy being a manager. I really want to know your answer to this.
No, this is really a big one.
Yeah.
And I think just as Lekzy
The
said
comic,
in the interview, really and truly, he's mentioned it to me before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think he came here some time ago. He came to dash me a shoe. He actually brought a shoe to me. And that was when he mentioned that there is something he wants to do, which is music and comedy. And he would want to stage a comedy show with Shatta Wale. He told me he would want to do it at the Bukom Boxing Arena. As of the time we were discussing it, that was the very he mentioned that he'd want to do this at the Bukom Boxing Arena. And when I said, I was thinking about it because personally, if you ask me, would I put Shatta Wale on a stage as a stand-up comedian? No.
Okay.
I won't do it. I wouldn't want to take that risk. But you can also use him in a comedy show differently. But to say, we are giving Shatta Wale 30 minutes, is you go and stand on the stage and do stand-up comedy. I'll not risk it. I'll not risk it because those things are not just done. You have to train to do it. Just as it is not easy to sing, it is also not easy to be a comedian. It is true. Shatta is very humorous. Very, very humorous. Me, anytime I talk to him, I laugh more than
I laugh out loud.
Anytime I laugh more because at every point in time he'll be saying something.
Yeah.
You they lie.
Monsieur Tableau.
So like I said, you can lie. You know that thing. He will create a picture for you to just laugh. But is that on the stage? Maybe not on the stage. Because those things come out of conversations. Even if Shatta is going to try anything comedy, it's not going to be stand-up.
Yeah.
There should be people that he's having conversations with. What you say, he can come up with something humorous about it.
Yeah.
What she will say, she can come up with something humorous about it. What he will say, it is like that. He's that guy who is able to think fast, to look for something in connection with what is being discussed.
Yeah.
That is what he's good at. So, I remember asking Lekzy, what exactly would you want him to do? He said, not necessarily to come do stand-up comedy, but he can use him even as an MC.
Okay.
He can use him as someone who would introduce the comedians. He can use him for some conversation with him where we are allowed to say anything just to make the people laugh.
Yeah.
I said, well, if that is what he wants to do, then why not? It is something that can be done. But to put him on a stage, him alone, he's now going to do it. Even if he would have to do it, it will come with a script. He would have to learn, and I'm not sure he's ready to go through all them things to do that. Unless maybe he wills, like he feels that, okay, there is something that I would want to do. But apart from that, like I'm saying, I wouldn't want to put him in that particular position. Though I understand he's very humorous, at every point in time he has a way to make one or two people laugh and all. But I wouldn't want to put him in such a position. So if Lekzy wants to do it, that is fair. He should just let us understand the modus.
Maybe kind of guidance.
The modus operandi, how he wants to do it. He should let us know how he would want to use him to do it, and he'll be willing, because Shatta himself, if you remember, before we came to the studio, this conversation was with him, and said, he would also want to do something with them. And so there is something that can be done. Music and comedy, something that can be done, but not necessarily Shatta coming to stand on the stage as a stand-up comedian who is going to go solo on the platform. That one, it is a big risk. It is a big risk because those people who do it, they've gone through years of training, rehearsals. Even with them, sometimes they flop. Even with them, sometimes they flop. So how much more a musician who can? It is easy for those who are doing comedy to switch into music. Because to them, just get some rhythms, just get some chorus, just get some good music. You don't need a sweet voice. Especially in today's music where just a term can even blow a song. You don't need a sweet voice to sing. So if then people are dancing to now to me, the chorus beat toss so now to me, melodies beat toss. I hate it. That's why Kojun Kasal can still do some
movie and then still do the song.
Nafa. So that one, it is easier to cross from the comedy world to the music world, but from the music world to the comedy world, it is no joke like that.
All right, a bit questionable. Let's see the lives of DKB, Clemento Suarez, Lekzy the Comic himself, Obi Amponsa, Jerry Ashino. Let's just put them in one box.
Okay.
They are trying so hard.
Very well.
To lift the mantle of this comedy side. Now, we thinking about musicians also coming inside. Do you see it as a huge platform that will just elevate them more or hurriedly put them to where they want to be? I mean, the comedy industry.
Okay. I think they are already doing it. And when I say they are already doing it, what I mean is that on some of their platforms, they give opportunities for some musicians to perform. We've not seen some of the top artists, or better still, the A-listed artists performing on these platforms. But I think I've gone to one or two comedy shows where some musicians perform before the comedy
starts.
So that one, it is fine. Even if you remember, Charterhouse's longest comedy program running in Ghana, it is night of music
Thousand
and
Live or
comedy.
something,
Yeah, like the love series.
Yeah.
It is music and comedy, where musicians will perform and comedians will also do their thing. So that is fine. They are all coming in to play their role, and that is so beautiful. But for them to give only a microphone to musicians to do it, that one they shouldn't try. The same Kofi Kinata. There is this guy, the guy who was doing the cartoon, Chabo's guy,
Nazir.
Nazir. You see how Nazir was able to use Kinata to do those comedy videos?
Yeah.
Yes, Kofi Kinata also has it. He's that guy, let's talk. I know when to bring the punchlines. That is the kind of musicians who can do comedy. Open the conversation, bring up a topic. I know when to put in the punchlines. That is the strength they have. But if you just put them on that they should go alone, they might be able to say one or two. But whether they will be able to sustain a crowd for about 30 minutes, it is hard. Shatta, give him on the stage, put him there. Oh, he knows some things that he can say for people to laugh. I know that is everybody one, you alone too. You see the live things that he's been doing.
Yeah.
Sometimes people watch it, they feel like they are watching comedy.
I think he's done something of a sort, like a similar thing. I remember he and Jay Foley, they had this, comedy thing that they did. I remember such a video like that. I think if he should watch this and you remember what I'm talking about.
Well,
he and Jay Foley did some comedy thing like that
so,
on stage.
Yeah, I understand. He can bring the punchlines or bring the conversation. He drop the punchlines for you to laugh. But to leave him alone on the stage is not something I would advise. It is too risky.
Okay, and you say it's definitely going to help the comedy if they want to
yeah. For that one, they have to do it. The collaboration, they have to do it. If you check the Nigerian comedy, let me say the skit industry, you'd realize that most of these skit makers link up with the musicians.
Yeah.
Sometimes to even promote the musicians' songs. There is this boy, Nas Boy. Nas Boy, I think he has his own umbrella or something like that. It is out of these comedy skits, he also had that big song. And he used the same skit makers to promote most of the songs he did. And as it stands now, that collaboration, it has been there since. Sidney Talker, Black something, and all those boys.
Yeah.
At every point, they feature one musician or the other in their skits.
I've seen Don Jazzy, I've seen P Square same way.
No, it has been helping. So, if our people can also do that, fair. But they shouldn't think they are going to rely on the musicians to be on the stage to do it. That one day, I keep saying, it is still a disaster. Okay,
it is still a disaster. What do you think about this kind of conversation that we're having today? Do you think Shatta, Wale, Papi Kojo, Kofi Kinata, Reggie Rockstone, and the lives of many more that they are into the music, they can really, really uplift or make the comedy industry a big one? Whichever way it is, the comment section is reserved for you. Please drop your comments on there and let's do more. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe. My name is MC Berima, and we'll say thank you to Bra Sammy for doing this thing with us, and to you two for being a part of the show. Let me use this opportunity to wish my sweet sister, Chris, it is your birthday. God richly bless you. Gigi Chichi and to Mama Charity, everybody out there. God bless you.
I wanted to mention something in addition to the Chris, but it was not coming.
It is Kika Oya I wanted to mention.
Because Chris. That's a Chris baby. But no idea.
Okay, she's Crystal actually.
Crystal what?
Crystal. All right, so Kika oil. She's into this oil.
Kika oil.
Okay. She's into this
palm
oil.
Chris Kika oil.
All right, so that's just one the way, and to you two for being a part of the show. Currency the guitar Rasta, Richie Flex, they are the main men behind this. Please, we have a lot for you on Summer Flex TV. Don't go anywhere, cause Charlie, Power Pack this year, no time to waste. Peace, and we are out.